What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF, man. Back with a post-game recap. We lost a heartbreaking game to Sacramento Kings, man. Big time shot by this guy, Bogdanovich. A lot of mistakes we made there in the end that I felt we could have cut off. This is a tough video for me to make because I was just my heart just sank into my stomach, guys. This is a very disappointing loss, and the whole young core balled out, and we deserve this win. Unfortunately, one missed free throw can really cost you, man. That's tough, but we got to recollect ourselves, man, and just get ready for tomorrow, man. I almost wanted to cry after this loss. That's how tough it was. But on a positive note, Lonzo Ball had an amazing triple-double. He outclassed De'Aaron Fox in this game, and I just think we made the right draft pick. I think this is there's no such thing as a confirmation game, but for me, at least in my eyes, I wanted to see them go head-to-head and see which one got the better of which. Of course, this is their first meeting, but big-time shot by Bogdanovich. Can't do nothing in that case. I mean, Tyson Chandler, we put length on him. He defended him. It's unfortunate he hit that shot, but he did. Sometimes that's the NBA, man. But honestly, we can't be missing so many free throws, man. Brandon Ingram missed way too many tonight. KCP missed a couple. That's the difference in the game right there. They hit this three off of a missed free throw, and now you see the importance of leaving free buckets at the line, man. But it is what it is. It's the NBA. You take a tough L, you turn around, you got to get ready for tomorrow. We face the Clippers, so we got to make sure we put them in their place tomorrow. But on a side note, guys, there's a huge silver lining was that, can you do me a favor, bro? Moy, can you do me a favor? Can you take the bird to the room? Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Free throws really killed us. Turnovers in the end by Brandon Ingram. I feel like Brandon had a huge part in this loss because he went too much ISO. I thought pick and roll between Lonzo and Kuz was spectacular. When they were moving the rock, it was spectacular. Another thing is, let's be real. We keep going small. Every time we go small for a certain stretch in the quarter, they make a run. And we did it again in the fourth quarter. Again, that's bad on the coaching staff. We went small, and they went on a little run. They got their confidence up. We were up 15 points at one point in the fourth quarter. Another thing is the lack of proper timeouts. We can't wait till they're down by 1 point to call another timeout. We got to do it like when they're down 7, down 9. He did one when they were down 11. He should have did another one when they were down 7. I don't care how many timeouts it takes. Bottom line is you gotta stop the momentum. That's what timeouts are for. And they got all the momentum. They got the crowd behind them, and that sets up the stage for a big shot like the one Bogdanovich hit. So there's nothing you could do, man. It was a great game. We should have won it though. I thought Kuzma was sensational. You see what he can become if there was no star present like LeBron, who obviously ball dominates. But you see how good this kid Kuzma is. You saw how good Lonzo is. He controlled the whole tempo of the game. Unfortunately, he went out with a cramp. Maybe he would have made a difference there in the end. But he went out with a cramp, and that was that, right? Turnovers killed us as well. But missing free throws, guys, at the end of the day, they're free, and they're there for us to get the points. And if we miss them, we're going to miss opportunities, and they're going to come back. And sometimes 1 point can be the difference, like tonight. And that's unfortunate. Ingram actually had a great game. Other than his fourth quarter was a little bit forgettable, especially from the turnover standpoint. He had a turnover plus another one. So that was, a little unbearable to watch. But again, that falls on the coaching staff because they got to do a better job of setting up the half-court offense, man. Dan, who was supposed to be guarding that dude? I have no idea. I ran to the restroom really quick because I had to use it real quick, and I ran out, and when I saw the shot had already went off. So, my heart sank. And I had to collect myself before coming on here, man, because it's tough. It's always tough to, get your thoughts out after a tough loss like this. Anyways, I didn't like the fact that Zubats didn't really see the floor in the fourth quarter, man. I thought he was playing good. He was a big body. He was bothering people. Tyson Chandler, as much as I love him, he's a little too old to be going up against the Willie Cauley-Steins and players like that. They're going to get him every time. So we need young legs, and we could have used either Mo Wagner or Zubats as much as I love Tyson. And I didn't think it was bad for Tyson to be there at the end, but come on, Luke. At least bring back Zubats for the fourth quarter. Maybe he can make an impact. He was blocking shots, doing all kinds of stuff in the paint. Now, tonight wasn't one of his better games, but still, he had his spurts. So We can't rely on Chandler. He's too old now. We can't rely on him to log in big fourth quarter minutes like that, you know? But it is what it is, guys. We can't kill ourselves over this game. It could have went either way. Should have went our way, but it didn't. And now we got to get ready for tomorrow. But like I said, positive note, Lonzo triple-double. He absolutely balled out, outclassed De'Aaron Fox from start to finish. And then, Kyle Kuzma did his thing, showing that he is the second fiddle to LeBron. And then Brandon Ingram played good as well. So as upset as we are for this loss, man, we got to credit the young core. They gave us a chance to win on the road. We're up 15. Again, it falls on the coaching staff, again, for not making the proper rotations at the end, the proper timeouts to stop momentum. I blame them more than I do Brandon Ingram's missed free throws and stuff. But yes, Ingram's missed free throws factor into this. So heartbreaking loss, but let's get ready for the next one. He said, Dan, do you know how long Rondo will be out? It could be just 1 or 2 games. It shouldn't be that bad, but I'm hoping, man, because as you can see, even though we have depth to compete every night, a veteran leader like Rondo probably could have helped us, when Lonzo was out, to control the tempo and get everybody under control. Also, another thing I didn't like is I noticed that Brandon Ingram is trying to prove a point that I guess he wants to be second fiddle to LeBron, because there was many times when he could have passed the ball to Kuz, or he could have, gave it up to Lonzo, who was absolutely hooping. He decided to try to take it into his own hands, and that kind of affected us in the fourth quarter. We can't have that selfish mentality, man. We absolutely cannot, because it's going to cost us games. So this one kind of falls, I'd say I'd give it like a 20% fault on Ingram, and the rest is going to go on the rest of the team, but it's just, man, he over dribbled too much, and I felt like it took us out of rhythm. Kuzma, the one thing about him is once he gets the ball at the top of the key, he just goes, man. He doesn't dribble too much. He doesn't try to cross over. He doesn't try to get – there's no wasted dribbles with Kuzma. He's just a killer, man. And he's clutch. You seen that big-time shot he hit in the fourth? He's clutch. I'm seriously, man. The refs were not that great as well tonight, but it's to be expected. We're on the road and we don't have a star, so I kind of won't say nothing about the refs. But everything else, guys, we should have got it, and it was very frustrating to see this loss. But it's okay. Again, we play again tomorrow. I love it when we I don't love it, but the one thing I like about, playing a tough game like tonight is that we could turn around and wipe our mouth taste of this horrible we could wipe our mouth of this horrible taste of this loss tomorrow with the Clippers. And I think the Clippers are going to pay for the Lakers losing tonight. I think the Lakers are going to come out and ball out versus the Clippers. But I did tell you guys this. Watch out for Lonzo. I felt like this was a perfect platform for him to ball out, and sure enough, he did, man. Dan, it's not okay. I know it's not okay, but what are we going to do? We took the L. Nothing we can do anymore, man. All we got to do is let this motivate us for tomorrow. Thank God we have a game tomorrow to get this horrible taste out of our mouth, because trust me, I'm just upset. I'm trying to, channel in my inner emotions, man. I'm trying to bottle them in. Yes, Dan, I like B.I. playing point. He is fragile. He is trying to – now, I know what you're saying, brother. That's what I just said. There's no way that we should have lost this game, but we did again. Free throws came back to bite us, turnovers, and poor rotations. So those are the 3 factors in tonight's loss. If we could have corrected one of those 3 things, we would have got a win. That's what hurts. All we needed to do was either correct, hold the ball a little bit longer and not turn it over, which leads to transition buckets the other way, or hit a couple more free throws and we would have won. Or even, again, the rotations would have been on point. I think Zubats would have made a bigger impact than Tyson, because Tyson, as much as I love him, veteran experience, all that good stuff, he's a little bit older, man. He's a little bit older, and he can't play heavy minutes. Luke should know that. But it is what it is. We can't do nothing about it. Like I said, we took the L. We got to take it like a champ. Turn around tomorrow and hit them where it hurts, man. The Clippers are now my target and my focus, and I'm ready to give it to them, man. He said, Dan, Zoe is a beast. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying, man. We have the next Jason Kidd or better with Lonzo. Look, Jason Kidd can control the tempo of the offense, push the pace, play defense, rebound, and he was athletic when he was younger. That's the same thing Lonzo is, except Lonzo's a bit more athletic. Lonzo, I think, is already a better shooter than Jason Kidd was around the same age. And I think he's only going to get better and better. So what I'm saying is the Lakers have a bright future, man. And Josh Hart joined in a little bit too. He made some nice plays. So he said, can you wear the jacket tomorrow? Absolutely. You better believe I'm wearing it against the Clippers. Not because I respect them, but because I want us to, just trash them. And I hope that it comes through, man. I hope it comes through. Dan, you're absolutely right. That is what timeouts are for. They 100% shouldn't have taken the timeout earlier. Yeah, man, it frustrates me to see that Luke waits till they make a huge run before he calls a timeout. We should nip it right when it starts. It's going to take guys out of momentum. Now they got to reset their offense, and they got to rethink things through. So that's the problem with all that. But again, turnovers, free throws, poor rotations. It's not just one thing, but three things affected us tonight. Dan, I'm tired of these young guys not closing. Kuzma was closing, man. Kuzma was closing. I was like, in Twitter, I was like, just give the ball to Lonzo, put him in a pick and roll with Kuz, and let Lonzo make the choice. He was making the right reads every single time. And unfortunately, again, the coaching staff fails to realize this. We come out of the timeout and just give the ball to Brandon Ingram to dribble, ISO. So that's the frustrating part, man. Kuzma, his footwork, man, it just amazes me how easily he scores. He could do this every night for us. He's just a special player, special player, and he's going to continue to get better. And I'm so proud of this young core. Even though they lost, I can't wait to see what they become when they reach their full potential. And I'm very, he said, Dan, help me. I feel like crying. Trust me, I'm suppressing my emotions too. I was frustrated, man. I was frustrated to see that loss. I can't believe, I can't believe that we lost. But you got to be proud of the young guys. They all played good, all four of them, and, including Zoo. Zoo had his moments too. And Josh Hart too. He did really good. I mean, he started off a little bit slow, but he picked it up. Started knocking down shots. I was happy to see the heart attack a little bit. Lonzo, man, with that monster triple-double. Brandon Ingram was killing from mid-range throughout most of the game. Again, he had a forgettable fourth quarter, but most of the game he balled out. He had over 20 points, and he was hitting some big-time shots. And then, of course, let's not forget Kuz, who's super clutch, and he's not afraid of the moment. So, yeah, Kuzma and Lonzo are special. I agree with you, bro. That is a duo, and they're going to continue to get better. Their friendship off the court helps them on the court because they look really, really good together, especially on pick and rolls. Man, the defense did not know what to do with them. Dan, don't you think Kuzma and Lonzo are becoming more valuable than Ingram? I don't put value on players based on one game. I just never, ever have done that. I don't give up on players, man. Ingram just missed the free throw. That's all. I guarantee you, Ingram makes a free throw. We're probably playing in overtime. We would have probably won, and we wouldn't even be talking negative. We would have been super hyped. But sometimes the NBA is like that, man. One missed free throw, one turnover could cost you the game. But these are teachable moments for the young core. Now they'll know, hey, if we start going ISO, especially Brandon, I start going ISO all the time and take the offense out of rhythm, this loss could be on me. Maybe that'll hit the back of his mind the next time he's trying to do that. Unless he's hot or he has a player that he's torching or whatever, I would say ISO ball is not, for the Lakers. Lakers play so much better when they're moving off the rock, playing screen and roll, two-man game, back screens, backdoor lobs, man. The way Lonzo was setting up the offense, beautiful to watch. And Kuz too. Kuz play making a lot more. So I love it. But don't hate on Brandon, guys. Brandon just had a poor fourth quarter. That's okay. It happens. Nobody's perfect. He didn't cost us the game by himself. Again, rotations matter. They really do. Rotations matter. It's up to the coaching staff to do better, man. How come Zubats didn't see the floor? He's a big body. He bothers people inside. Maybe Bogdanovich would have missed a couple of those little runners in the paint. Ingram's really special. I'm still not giving up on him. I don't care if we lose one game. If he's somewhat at fault, that's okay. It's going to happen, man. There's been games where other players have been at fault, KCP, even Lonzo. A lot of people were blaming Lonzo after that one game where we went 0 for 7. Now they're praising him. But we got to stick by our young guys, man, through the thick and thin. That's where you show what type of real fan you are. Through thick and thin, you got to stick with your young guys, man. And you know what? Honestly, you have to just give them credit. That was a big-time shot. Bogdanovich literally hit that shot fading away to the right from beyond the arc with Tyson Chandler over him. I mean, think about that. Think about that. Like, that was like a Kobe-esque type shot, but he got lucky. It's all right. We'll get him next time. Ingram does need to work on his free throws, though, because he missed a lot of free throws. But KCP missed 2 as well. KCP missed 2 as well. KCP missed 2 free throws as well. So it goes on the whole team. They all need to improve on free throws. I am proud of Kuz. Kuz getting so much better at free throws. But, the whole team as a unit need to be more consistent. Dan, BI needs to contribute with assist and rebound. Stop the ISO. Yeah, like I said, Classy, ISOs are right if you got it going, right? If you're hot that night, or if You have a mismatch, right? That's the times I say ISO is okay. That would be the only times. Other than that, we need to continue to run our offense. But again, that falls on the coaching staff because they're not enforcing it. I saw Luke Walton yelling a lot at Kyle Kuzma. I don't know if he has favorites or not, but I saw him yelling a lot at Kyle Kuzma, and Kyle Kuzma balled out. I don't see the same type of treatment for Brandon. So that's where Luke is wrong. He needs to give them the same type of tough love, and he needs to get on both of their cases, man. Not just, especially when Brandon made boneheaded plays. I didn't see that. I didn't see Luke all in Brandon Ingram's face. So I'm saying coaches with favorites are not good, man, because then players start realizing that, and then they stop playing for you hard. So he said, Dan, B.I. played good. Love his game. Just needs to work on getting others involved. And he's been a great playmaker. It's not even that. It's just that I feel like, you know what I think it is? The fact that everybody's been hyping up Kyle so much, and he deserves it. Well deserved. But I think since Brandon was supposed to be that number 2 guy coming into the season, I think it's getting into his head a little too much. Now, he had some crazy plays where he went off the dribble, man, and he was hitting the mid-range jump shots. I mean, B.I. is so skilled. I just want him to be a little more under control, especially in pressure situations. You can't over-dribble, man. That's it. You can't over-dribble, period. Especially when they're all up on you. You got De'Aaron Fox lurking, man. He disrupted a couple of plays. It has nothing to do with anything. Just learning situation for Brandon. He's still very young, so that's okay. Dan, do you think Ingram tries to outshine Kuz at times? I think recently he has, simply because of everybody, everybody just being on Kuz again. Remember, people are prisoners of the moment, and I love what Kuz is doing. Don't get me wrong. This is not to throw shade on him. But we also got to remember about Brandon. Brandon's very good and talented. Just because he's been injured, don't mean we got to forget about him. Yo, Radical, bro. You tripping, man. You obviously haven't been listening, but I'm not even going to waste my breath, man. Simple as this. You get blocked for being an idiot. He said Ingram was scared. You could see it on his face. He is scared of the moment. It's hard to control emotions. Yeah, it is. It's tough. It was a draining loss for sure. Dan, B.I. doesn't fit as well as Kuzma on the Lakers. That's because Kuzma can play off the ball. He can catch and shoot better. That's the only reason why. But Brandon Ingram, when he's under control, man, he's a physical specimen. He's an animal. And he is a part of this core, whether you like it or not, We just got to be patient with him. Remember, he's a bit younger than Kuz as well. So Kuz is a little bit more experienced. He got more of that college experience in him. So just be patient. Just be patient. Let's not forget, about a month ago, everybody was trashing Zubats, talking about why didn't we cut him over Thomas Bryant? Let's not forget that. So that teaches us to be patient with these young guys. They'll pay off. Then everybody is saying Ingram is over dribbling. That's okay. In the fourth quarter, he did. Not the whole game, though. I love what the young core did as a whole. I love what Brandon did. I love what Lonzo, especially Kuz, even Zubats continues to play impressively. That's why I was shocked he didn't play in the fourth quarter. Sometimes I'm puzzled by these sudden rotation changes. Like, I'm just going to decide to stick with Tyson Chandler. Ingram hide the ball from Kuz because he's busy watching the numbers. Reason for Ingram ISO. No, again, he's just trying to be that second guy. I think Ingram wants to be that guy. He's hungry. It's okay to be hungry, but you got to watch when you step up. And now, if Kuzma would have been struggling, then okay, BI should have been more aggressive. But since Kuzma was rolling, we got to learn how to go with the people that are rolling, right? But I just hope this is a very this is a learning moment for Brandon Ingram. That's what I hope. I don't blame him for the full loss. Again, rotations matter, free throws, all that stuff, turnovers. Hey, thanks for the donation, bro. Appreciate you. He said, Deshaun Taylor says, Ty will not jump on D sometimes. Why was Zoo not in? Yeah, I'm saying, like, I don't get certain rotations by Luke Walton. Like, sometimes he gets it right, sometimes he gets it wrong. But at this point, I don't even want to talk about it, man. It's just, we got to move on for tomorrow, guys. Got to get ready. We got to do what we got to do. Dan, let's just beat the Slippers and move on. Obviously, the Kings needed this win more than we did. Nah, man, we needed this win because we got to keep, moving up in the West, man. We can't. One game will set you back big time. But I know what you're saying. I'm already moved on mentally from this game, and I'm ready for the Clippers, man. I know the Clippers aren't going to be easy, but we're a better team, and we're going to show it tomorrow. Mark my words, Laker Nation. You heard it here first. We're gonna expose the Clippers for the gimmick that they are this year. They're not a real team. They're just and they're dreaming. We're gonna wake them up. Because Tyson, a vet. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Okay. Because Tyson's a vet and Luke favors vets. That's true, but you should never favor, a player that's. I mean, let's face it. He was getting out rebounded by Willie Cauley-Stein. Tyson Chandler is no longer Dallas Maverick Tyson. Tonight we got the Phoenix Suns version, but that's okay. We can still use his big body in the paint. He's very serviceable in spurts. If he sticks to his minutes, but once he plays prolonged minutes, I can see him getting exposed, and that's not good. Kuz is overrated. Lonzo's better overall. Kuz is not overrated, but Lonzo is great overall. We don't need to put down one young core piece to, elevate the other one. There's no need. They're not competing. We're in a team. Dan, seriously, we must trade one of them, Ingram or Kuz. No way. No way. I don't believe that. Based off of one loss? No, I don't believe it. Dan, do you think it's tough? Loss can affect the young guys for tomorrow against the Clips? Hopefully not. I hope it impacts them in a positive manner and they come out with a more sense of urgency. I thought today they played with a greater sense of urgency after the first quarter. First quarter was garbage, right? We came out flat-footed. But after that, I thought we stepped it up and we really took over the game up until, the end right there. But Kuzma's very good, but makes a lot of mistakes. The whole young core makes mistakes. I'm sorry to tell you, bro. I don't know if you're just watching Kuz, but everybody makes mistakes as far as the young core goes. But Kuzma is actually super efficient, man. Super efficient. If we seed lower than 5th, we'll get bounced out of the first round. We need to place high in the Western Conference. Mark my words. We're going to be a top 3 to 4 team. I've been saying it all year. I stick by my guns. Yeah, we've been a little injury bitten. But once we all come on board, man, it's a wrap. I'm telling you, we have a deep, deep team. We should have won tonight, and we should win tomorrow. But, injuries are bothering us, man. We can't get right. We get one player back, we lose 2 more. Now we lost LeBron and Rondo again. It's crazy. But this is why it's a long season. This is why we needed a deep roster, and this is why we need good coaching, because these are the games we're supposed to pull out with good coaching, proper rotations, and all that stuff. Dan, what good thing your music mix was lit. Team's going to use that. They better not use it because it's for the Lakers only, baby. Only for the Lakers haters. Only for the Laker haters, man. He said, please keep Lonzo. Do not trade him. Do you agree, Dan? Absolutely. Been saying it all year. His game is so special to watch. It's beyond stats. Even though today he filled up the stat sheet, it's beyond stats. The guy rebounds big time. He plays with a lot of heart and passion. Even when his offense is not going, he's always hustling for loose balls. His defense is second to none. Guys, look at De'Aaron Fox's shooting percentage. It was not good tonight. So just go look at that, and that'll bring a smile to your face, knowing that Lonzo really got the best of De'Aaron while shooting efficiently. So I love it. Lonzo just does so much that most of the time doesn't show up on the stat sheet. The way he pushes the pace, everything, guys, it's beautiful to watch from a person who knows basketball standpoint. If you really know the game, X's and O's, and you watch this man, the way he runs the offense, the way he comes off of the screen and roll, and then he probes, and he waits for his man to cut and then just lobs it up for Tyson to dunk, stuff like that. His basketball IQ is amazing, and I can't wait to see what he becomes when he hits it. He hasn't even hit the top. He hasn't hit the ceiling yet. When he does, then we might have to reevaluate who's the best player in that draft. It might be Lonzo. I see a lot of potential, man, a lot of potential. And he keeps proving me right this season because he keeps – I notice he shows up in big games. Yeah, he's disappeared in a couple, sure. But it's the NBA long season. Everybody disappears. Even LeBron has had 1 or 2 bad games this season, right? Most of them have been when he's been sick or injured or whatever. But bottom line is it's the NBA long season. But I love the young core guys, all of them, each and every single one of them. I wouldn't trade any of them unless a Grand Slam offer comes through, knocking on the door, and got to keep plugging away. Can't wait for tomorrow. Absolutely, Jonathan. Tomorrow's our chance to bounce back. Yeah, this loss hurts, especially because I was so hyped throughout the game. I couldn't wait for post game, and then that big shot happened. So it was like it totally. I already had the title for this video. I was literally gonna call this video. What was I gonna call it? I forgot. I think I was gonna call it "The Lakers Dethrone the Kings" or something like that. Just I always throw in puns. I like throwing in puns. I just feel like it's fun. But it is what it is, man. We lost, and we'll take it like a champ. Move on, get ready for tomorrow. We have a great young core, as you can see. They're obviously ready to step up in LeBron's absence. We just got to execute a little better down the stretch, hit our free throws, and make sure that the coaching staff is on point as well. Dan, yo, we balled out. We balled the Kings out. We bailed the Kings out by fouling them. Anyone want to address that instead of blaming BI? Plus, Kuz took a bad layup while BI was open for three. Shake my head. I do not remember that bad layup, but I'll take your word for it. They all mess up, like I said. Yeah, we bailed the Kings out in a lot of ways. We bailed them out by going small. I'll address that. How about that? We went small in the fourth. As soon as we go small, they start making their run. How are you going to have Alex Caruso, KCP, Kuz, and a bunch of small dudes out there, man? That's a no-no. I don't know what's up with the experimental small ball lineups. We could have punished them inside with Zoo when they went small instead of trying to match up, But it is what it is. Dan, don't even take the poll. Just wear the jacket tomorrow. I got you. I'm wearing the jacket 100. Exactly. Lance needed to be in their closing tonight. Lance Stevenson was hooping too. I don't understand why he didn't see it. I agree with that. Dan, okay, I get it. We have a great young core, but I'm tired of losing, bro. I came. Oh, let me read that one. You said what? Yeah, I can't take it anymore. It seems like 6 years now. We're hitting 2009. Fire Luke immediately. We're never going to succeed with Luke. Well, look, I will say this. We're a lot better than we were in the last 6 years, so we can't even compare ourselves to those last 6 years. You know what I mean? I get it. These losses hurt. We've lost a handful of winnable games this year. Growing pains. When you have a young team, that's going to happen. And also an inexperienced coach, especially that part, that's going to happen. But I'm still very proud of this team. They gave it their all. They were on the road smacking the Kings up until, bad poor decisions by players and coaches. And, we let them come back. But we were smacking them, guys. I was like, we're ready to win this, man. We were up by like 15 with 8-9 minutes, man. I was ready, but we lost. And that's the NBA. You blink, your lead is gone. You have to make sure that you develop that killer and you're able to execute down the stretch. He said, Dan, Luke is officially insane. Throw him off the island. Look, man, I'm done slandering the head coach. I've done it all year. You know how I feel about him. I'm ready to get more wins. That's all I got to say. You guys need to stop hating on Luke already. That's old and annoying. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, man. As annoying as it is. I mean, Luke's not helping himself sometimes. Sometimes he does. He did a great job versus Golden State, but then tonight I felt like he had a lot of room for improvement. So I feel your pain, but then again, I feel their pain as well. Why does Ingram shoot so poorly from the free throw line? I don't know, man. The whole team does, with the exception of KCP and Kuz, and who else? Let's see. Who else shoots good free throw? I think that's it. I think the only consistent players at hitting free throws are KCP and Kuzma. All our guards, are not that great. Josh Hart is probably one of the better ones as well, but even he struggles at times. Lonzo's really bad. I think JaVale McGee's better than a lot of our guards, so it's contagious. I think when your leaders miss from the free throw line, even Rondo misses a lot of free throws. I think when your leaders miss from the free throw line, I think it becomes contagious. Kind of like when you're playing really good as a unit, it becomes contagious as well. Everybody's sharing the ball, everybody's touching it, everybody's hitting threes. Chandler isn't bad from the line. He's actually pretty bad from the line. He just made both of them tonight. So he said, but Dan, I feel you, brother. Thanks for the motivation, bro. On to the Clippers tomorrow. We're ready, brother. We're ready. We are ready. He said one rebound was taken away from Lonzo. Wow, they would do that. They definitely would do that. Laker fans have no loyalty. Trade this, trade that, fire him. Just chill. Well, I mean, I'm loyal and I'm a Laker fan, so speak for the few that are impatient. But most real Laker fans I know are very patient and smart, and they're ready to start winning, man. That's all it is. But I mean, why you say Laker fans? What are you? Why are you here if you're not a Laker fan, man? Don't come in here to bash my Laker fans. They're as loyal as they come, the real ones, anyways. I'm on a bet with my cousin for tomorrow since he's a Clipper fan and I'm a Lakers fan. That's right, man. Smack your cousin around for me, man. Tell him I said what's up. But at the end of the day, this team is going to lose, man. The best team in LA, which is the Lakers, It's about to win tomorrow. He shoots 70%. How is that bad for a center? I'm not saying it's bad for a center. I'm not comparing him to his position. I'm just comparing it to overall. You know, if he was a good free throw shooter, I'd say about 80% above. That's, to me, is a good free throw shooter. Did you see Harden score 45? Not a chance, man. I'm not a fan. He lost me after all that floppery. I'm definitely not a James Harden fan, so I won't even be watching him anymore unless he's playing one of my teams, so especially the Lakers. Lakers or Knicks, then I'll probably watch. But anybody else, nah, I'm good. That's a massacre of a floppery, man. Watching James Harden just flop around, kick his legs after threes, get all his free throws, man, it's not fun. I'm not going to reward the NBA with my ratings, you know, for watching that floppery. Dan, look at the next year's free agent point guards. Lonzo Ball is better than all of them except for Kyrie. Lonzo is better than Kuzma and Ingram. Hey, man, again, I'm not here to compare Laker players. I love them all. And we don't know who's going to emerge as a leader. So far, it looks like Kuzma is the scoring leader and Lonzo is the playmaking, versatile leader. So they're both leaders, man. He said, we just want to win. Nothing wrong with getting emotional after a close one. Real Laker fans do that from time to time. And I think all fans get emotional from time to time. I've been in other fans' forums, and I hear the way they talk as well. But, yeah, we can get a little foolish with the trade talk sometimes, but that's okay. That's what this channel is for, to vent, to get our ideas out there, to bounce our ideas back and forth and analyze the team from a different perspective than ESPN and all that, you know? Dan, you see the pattern, right? He said Clippers up to 4th and the Lakers down to 5th. Lakers will expose the Clippers. Shout out to Laker Nation here in the chat room. Absolutely, bro. Dan, do you think we'll drop or rise with LeBron being out a few games? Well, anytime your superstar is out, you're gonna take a couple extra L's. Tonight is a perfect example. But I expect the Lakers to hold their head above water while LBJ is out. Because we have the talent. You've seen it tonight. We have the talent. No excuses. No excuses. Dan, can I vent at your house? You're in my house right now, man. This is my house, bro. You're in my house right now. No, but definitely, man. The Lakers deserved to win this game. Absolutely. Absolutely. And we've already lost a handful of these. So somebody's going to have to start, somebody's going to start having to answer for these losses. And I'm sure Magic is getting – you see how we're impatient with these losses? Well, Magic is two times as impatient. So, Dan, I love how us fans can chat and be adults, not disrespectful at all, and always holding our class. Laker fans rock. Absolutely, Teresa. We are the classiest of fans out there, man. We stay classy. We stay Hollywood. We don't really want, all this extra drama from these other Twitter chat rooms and stuff like that. We leave that out or we just block them out. But yeah, definitely love Laker Nation. Dan, do we have Lonzo tomorrow? We should. He was just cramping up. Honestly, that's poor hydration and probably he's not getting enough potassium, man. This guy's probably just dehydrated. I've seen the show and I've seen the way he eats. He needs to start eating better. That way he can stay healthy, man. It matters. You are what you eat. I know it sounds like a cliche. My mom used to tell me all the time, but you are what you eat. If you eat like garbage, you're going to feel like garbage, We're just spoiled, Dan. Absolutely. Laker fans are spoiled, but that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. And sports being spoiled is a good thing. In life, it might be a bad thing, depending on how much you get spoiled and if you appreciate what you get or not. But in sports, being spoiled is great. That means that your franchise cares about the fan base, and they're giving you something that you expect all the time. And we're just that great of a franchise. Dan, good game to you guys. You gave us one heck of a game. Much love from Sacramento. Oh, you see that? I love that class. Thank you, brother. Good game to you guys as well. It was a fun game up until that last shot. I'm not going to lie. It hurt. It stung, but I respect the classiness, man. Congratulations on the victory. He said Kuzma makes the most mistakes. I mean, in your opinion, honestly, I thought he was a killer tonight. 33 points efficiently. How many mistakes did you see tonight? I don't know. What's all this Kuzma hate? We aren't disloyal. We just used to the quick fix. Rebuilding is new to us, but in the long term is more beneficial. Absolutely. But that's why I'm here, man. I'm here to walk all the impatient fans through this process because I know some of you guys sometimes can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, but it's right there, guys. If we just look a little bit harder, it's right there, baby. So, we turning the page slowly but surely. Look, we lost one, we won one, we lost one now. Now it's time for us to win another one and hopefully start a brand new streak. He said, Mitch and Jim are the ones to blame. Absolutely, because had they not added those thinking contracts, we probably still have D'Angelo, Larry Nance, and Clarkson. Imagine that. Just imagine that. Fire Luke. That horse is just all kinds of dried out, man. Kuzma greater than Tatum, straight up and downhill. Oh yeah, all day. Tatum hasn't even been in the news. He hasn't even been making any sort of headlines. He said they can critique them young boys. So that's what we're here for. That's what fans are here for, to criticize and to applaud. Fans don't go. There's no fine line in between that, man. Hey, Dan, hashtag stop bashing the young core. I'm not bashing the young core. Who are you talking to, bro? Oh, you mean you want to start that hashtag? Is that what you're telling me? Dan, Kuz is going to be a monster. He already is. His time is now. He's arrived. Kuzma is a monster. He's showing the rest of the league that he's a killer, man. And I already knew it. We knew it. We knew he was a killer since preseason, man. The way he was taking over that preseason. I'm sorry, not preseason, summer league, his rookie year. We knew he was special, and it took Luke a while to see that, to see what the Laker fans could see. But we knew Kuz was the guy. I've been calling. You guys remember? I was one of the first YouTubers to come on here and say Kuz needs to start. I don't care who you put out there, but Kuz needs to start. And I love the fact that it came to fruition. It just he fits in better, and that's probably the reason we let Randall go, just because Kuz gives us all of that. And then he stretches the floor and all that stuff, playmaking as well, without the sloppiness. So that translates to more wins, and he gives us another weapon, another shooter, another guy that could do it all, man. Does KCP and Luke Walton have the same agents? He continues to play him big minutes and in big situations. This is a little bit to my buddy's point, my buddy Kevin King's point earlier. He said Luke Walton favors vets, and I've said this a long time ago as well. I second that, because Luke Walton has always favored vets. He was playing vets over young players that were playing way better. So, Andre, thanks for the donation, brother. He said, I wasn't talking about you, Dan. I'm sorry. No, you're good, brother. I kind of figured when I seen the hashtag. You're right. I just didn't want it to get mixed up. And I'm like, I've never bashed the young core, man. I absolutely love our young core. I always have. Even when we had D'Angelo, Clarkson, and all those guys, I believe in the kids. I believe in the future, man. I've always been that guy. I'm harder on vets because I expect more from them, but it always starts from the top, which is the front office, the coaching, and then the players, right? But the vets are right before the young players. So that's the way I take accountability from the top. That's why you always see I'm harder on the coaching staff, because Magic has already placed us. Magic and Rob have already placed us in position to succeed. Now it's the next person's turn, which is the coaching staff. They got to do their job, and then so on down, right? That's the way I see it. Damn, Warriors just lost, LOL. That's good. We started the first losing streak for the Warriors, so that's good. Too bad we couldn't capitalize and get closer to them, to overlapping them, right? I would have win tonight, but it is what it is, guys. Long season. I got to take it one game at a time. Man, the stress is bad for my health, but I'm just trying to relax, man, because I could have easily lost my cool tonight, but I'm so blessed that I can't even lose my cool for a while. You said good night, all. Dan is ignoring me, so I have to go. I didn't even read your comments, bro. I can't read them all at once. Sorry, bud. I'm sorry. Not trying to ignore you on purpose. I just read your comment right now. So, he said, trust, we coming up. This is the beginning of the entire new era. Absolutely. I second that. Once again, the young core let them off the hook like last year. So did the coaching staff and Miss Frito. Everything matters, man. It's not just the young core. Young core did their part. They balled out. What else do you expect? He said, Dan, I'm so happy the Warriors lost. Kind of saved my night. And I'm ready for the Clippers. Let's expose them by 35. That'd be great, man. Hey, thanks for the donation, buddy. Let's read the comment. My man wrote me a paragraph. Fernando. What's up, buddy? Thanks so much, man. Appreciate it. He said, I'm a Laker fan from the 80s, watching Magic and Kareem to Kobe and Shaq winning championships. We need to stop hating on our own Ingram, Lonzo, and Luke. Well, he defended Luke, so I'm not even going to hate on that, bro. Again, I've already said my piece. I spoke my piece on Luke Walton. I'm gonna try not to bash him as much as possible, but sometimes it's inevitable. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes it's just some stuff is hard not to mention. But I tried, man. And I appreciate the positivity. Thanks for the donation, brother. Yeah, all right, let's go back. We missed a couple. She said, LOL, stress was real. Trust me. Heart was literally hurting while watching the game. LOL. These games are always like that, man. They give you a borderline heart attack, right? So it's these games are always tough to watch, but they're also fun when you win. So let's not, let's not kid ourselves. If we would have won, we would have been all happy all over the chat room, you know. Dan, answer this question. Do you think LeBron has more chemistry with Lonzo or Kuzma? Probably with, well, that's a good question, man. I didn't think of that. I think he has equal chemistry with both. Lonzo and him play well off each other as far as moving the offense and getting everybody involved. They're both great ball distributors, and they both set each other up nicely. But with Kuzma, I just feel like he sees him more like a weapon. Like, like I think LeBron, the way he sees Kuzma, that's my weapon over there. I could, whenever I need a bucket and my game's not on, I could go to Kuz. So that's big for LeBron to have. Also, when Lonzo's hot, he could be a weapon as well. But Lonzo's more like a external facilitator, right? He helps LeBron not have to carry all the load as far as running the offense. So Lonzo's huge for him as well. So I can't really say which one's bigger. But that's a good question, man. Great question. LeBron playing tomorrow, Dan? No, he's going to be out for the next couple of games. Nothing is specific, but, Cubs, you're funny, bro. Cubs is hilarious. If LeBron is out for a while, we are in big trouble, Dan. Well, we'll see. This is a sink or swim moment, and I think the guys are going to swim. But let's see, man. Let's see. Let's not, let's not panic based off of one loss. We win again tomorrow, we're going to be feeling great. So, on that note, guys, I'm going to have to call this a night. I appreciate you guys. It looks like I work tomorrow, so I'll be getting off a little early tonight. Thank you so much for all the support, man. I'm glad you guys like the mix with the track I dropped earlier, Hating on Me. If you already haven't checked it out, please go ahead and do that and leave a like. Thank you guys so much, man. Salute Laker Nation. Jesus, good game, brother. Your team took care of us tonight, but we get them back next time. I promise you that. And y'all have a great night, man. Much love, Laker Nation. Thank you, guys.